Hello, my beautiful community. Welcome to Oriya, the channel that talks about overall health from the top of your head to your little itty bitty tippy toes. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to continue our conversation on the nervous system and stress in relationships. Okay, particularly with a narcissistic partner, whether a male or whether a female. So I want you to also check out part one of this topic in my previous video, which also has the same background as I have right now. And as we get started, I said actually we're going to actually start where I left off yesterday, or not yesterday, in the previous video. Let's put it like that. So we're learning how to regulate the central nervous system while you're in a narcissistic relationship. That can be difficult, but you have to master it because you will save you, or excuse me, because you will save your life. Okay, you will save your health, and that's what we're going to talk about. This is overall wellness. And so we left off at where I was going to talk about the number 4 point here is learn to discharge stress from the body. That can be hard sometimes. But before I even get into that, I want you to please share this video with your family members, your friends, your own community. Also, like this video and comment. I want to hear some comments now. Let's get it going. Let's share our experiences. Okay. Also, I want you to subscribe to my channel so we can get more content out there like this. Okay. Now, let's continue. Talking alone isn't enough when stress is chronic. So talking to someone alone is not really I mean, it's good. It's good because you need a coach, you need a therapist, and that's important when you're going through something, especially if you're in a narcissistic relationship. So that alone won't help. I want you to add gentle shaking like this. Whew, get that off of me. You know how you trying to get that stress off of you? Just shake your body a little bit for like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 1 minute. you know, do stretching your hips, okay? Stretching your neck, and your chest. Stick your chest down, put your elbows back. Stress, that's relief. That's regulating your nervous system because you're trying to calm the tenseness down from being in that type of a relationship. Exhaling longer than you inhale. Try that as well. Also, placing your hand on your heart when distressed. Just place your hand over your heart. That also helps. These tell your nervous system that the threat has passed. You may have gotten into an argument with your narcissist. You may be wondering, why is it that he or she is not understanding me? I don't get it. I need love. I need comfort. They're not giving it to me. Like we said in the previous video, they're incapable of doing so. Okay, if it doesn't have anything to do with them and what they need, they can't give it to you. Number one, because they weren't raised that way to even give it. And now that they have been raised as a narcissist, then they don't have that to give to you. So you can't expect it from them. Don't expect it from them. This is why you have to set boundaries. You have to love yourself. So, number 5, emotional boundaries are nervous system boundaries. We just said a little bit about boundaries. That's going to be very important, okay? So, you don't need to explain your feelings repeatedly to someone who invalidates them. You don't want to you don't want to explain your feelings to anybody that's going to just dismiss you anyway. right? You don't want to do that. And again, let me go back and say that I'm getting this information from a question that I asked Chat GPT. And if you want to know what that question was, then go back to my previous video, part one of this series regarding stress in relationships. So, regulating phrases. These are some phrases that you can say, right? Like I said, you don't need to explain your feelings to someone who invalidates you. Okay. So you can say things like, I'm going to take space right now. I'm going to take space right now. You can say, hold on. I'm going to take space right now, you know. And in your mind, you can say, because you just invalidated my feelings. So stop it. I'm going to take space right now. Or you can say things like, I'm not discussing this when I feel dismissed. I'm not discussing this when I feel dismissed. You can say that to yourself, you know, or you can even say to yourself, I'm going to take space. You don't have to say that verbally to them. Okay, you can and then also silence followed by self soothing is excellent. So when you say to yourself, I'm going to take space right now, you just walk away from the conversation or you just walk away because they don't care. They just dismissed your feelings. Then you just go on and say, I'm just going to walk away. Silence followed by self-soothing is excellent. Excellent. Each time you stop over explaining, your nervous system feels safer. And that's what you want. Your nervous system wants to feel safe. And you have to do that. Okay. So when you take time in silence after self soothing, like, I'm not going to take this right now, or I'm not discussing this when I'm feeling dismissed, you know, then just sit in silence for a little bit and then just probably mull over what you just talked about or how you're feeling. Get a journal maybe and write in your journal what you're feeling or what actually just happened. And when you do this, you start to feel calm. You know, your central nervous system feels safe. And that's what you want. Again, number 6 says, reclaim pleasure without permission. Mm. Think on that for a little bit. Narcissistic dynamics, they shrink our joy. They shrink your joy, right? So, intentionally, you want to add creative expression. You know, this is how you reclaim your joy, reclaim pleasure without permission. You know, laugh out loud. Laughter. You know, if you see something on TV that's funny and you used to laugh out loud, and because you've been in this relationship that's stressful, you don't laugh out loud anymore. Honey, start laughing out loud because they hate that. Oh my gosh, they hate it. They may comment or say something like a smirk or like, mm. And you just laugh harder when they do that. Laugh harder. Oh my gosh. Creative expression could be drawing, art, could be singing. Sing out loud. When you sing, baby, sing out loud. Okay? Sing out loud. Beauty. Go get your hair done. Go get a facial. Go to the gym. Beauty. Don't, because they will tear down your beauty, your self esteem, everything will go, baby. You have to learn to turn inward and take care of yourself. Love who you are. Remember who you were before you met them. That's the person that they're trying to step on. They're trying to demean you because it gives them power over you. And that's what they want. They want power over your life. They want to suck you dry, zap you until you don't have anything left. And they're left standing there looking at you on the inside. They are laughing. No, make them miserable. Don't let them make you miserable. No, Be true to yourself. Continue to be who you are. Bring back that joy. Bring back that beauty. Bring back that life, that laughter. Okay? Also, sing out loud if you want to. Move your body. Go to the gym. Write in your journal. Pray. These are some of the things that could bring back joy into your life because joy regulates the nervous system just as much as rest does. So you want to sit in silence, that's rest, but then you want to be joyful. Both of those will regulate your central nervous system. And I guess you could tell I was very hyped about that, right? Because I hate when a person tries to manipulate or exude power over someone who may have, low self-esteem or maybe depending on them for validation. It's like, I got this power over them. Oh, I could do this. Oh, that ain't right. No, you shouldn't do this. Nah, I don't think you should do that. Nah, they're not your friend. Nah, I wouldn't call them if I were you. Honey, please, you're not me. So guess what? I'm going to call them. Now, what do you think about that? So, number 7, grieve quietly but fully because, it will happen. Staying in a relationship like that often means grieving the relationship you hoped for. So, when you got in this relationship, you were hoping for a great relationship. You were hoping that you would travel the world together. You were hoping that you would go get massages together. You were hoping that you would experience walks on the beach with laughter and dinners, and you were hoping to experience someone who would caress you and hold you and watch a movie with you. You were hoping for someone that would kiss you on your cheek or on your neck when you're standing up washing dishes. You were hoping for someone that would comfort you when you cry or when something is very sorrowful in your life, and you don't have that. You're not getting that. So you're grieving. Okay? So staying often means grieving the relationship you hoped for. So, but the grief processed consciously doesn't turn into illness. Okay, we don't want that grief to turn into illness. Like I say, journal what you wish you could receive. Journaling is good. So journal that. What you wish you could receive. Write down the relationship you want, the ideal relationship that you want to receive. Write it down in your journal. Cry, honey, without minimizing it. It's okay to cry and cry out loud because it releases endorphins. Actually, when you cry, try not to cry around them because, they don't care. They really don't care. And if you do end up crying around them, don't expect them to comfort you. Don't expect them to hug you and hold you and grab your shoulders and give you a massage and say, baby, it's going to be all right. Because that's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you, it's not going to happen. Name the loss without self blame. You know, I don't have a relationship um, that I want. He doesn't give me comfort. He doesn't rub my shoulders when I cry. Name it. Name the loss. I'm losing, or I've lost some self confidence. I've lost some high self esteem. Name it without blaming yourself. Don't blame yourself for it because it's not your fault. You just happen to be in this relationship, but now you're turning the page and you're learning to go within and give yourself what you need. Okay? The heart needs acknowledgement. And that's just fact. Okay? Your heart needs acknowledgement. And so, I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Here's a truth that I want you to hear. Okay? You can stay and still come back to yourself. You can stay and still protect your heart. Regulation is not resignation, it's self preservation. We have to go in and help ourselves, protect ourselves, make our central nervous system feel safe. You want to feel safe. So you have to do those things that make yourself feel safe, those things that I outlined. Go out with some girlfriends, or guys, go out with some guy friends. Have a drink, go to karaoke. There are lots of events that are happening everywhere that you can attend. And if you have to take another trusted friend, that's great. Not another relationship. We don't want you to go out and have an affair. But I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well just leave the relationship. But, it's really up to you. I'm not going to say you should leave or you should stay. Okay. But it's up to you. But while you're in there, you want to be safe. You want to validate yourself. You want to make sure you're okay. All right. And so I just want to thank you for joining me for this part two of nervous system, your central nervous system, stress in relationships. This is part two. Join me for part three, which is going to be coming up real soon. So thank you. I want you to smash that like button. Go ahead and comment, tell me your thoughts, and share this video, and definitely subscribe so that you can get more content like this. So subscribe so that you can get that notification that, hey, Oriya just uploaded this video. Oh, let me check it out and see what Miss Loretta's talking about. Okay, so thank you for joining me with Oriya, and Oriya is your word, your light, your power. So when you speak light into your life, it shines within you and it gives you the power to go on a little bit more. Okay? So don't forget that. Love yourself, be safe. Love that central nervous system. Mhm. 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 Laugh out loud in front of the narcissist, okay? Okay. Y'all enjoy your day and we'll see you on the next video.